What up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to another live stream. I hope y'all are doing well. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. Once again, so your girl is back. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. As you come into the building, you guys, make sure you are hitting the like button. Make sure you hit the like button as you come into the building. That definitely helps the channel out, you guys. So we gonna get right into this stream. Happy Friday to you guys. I hope y'all are enjoying your weekend. I hope everything is going well with all of you who are in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody watching, you guys. I hope y'all are doing well. Successful MD, what's going on? Back in the building. Thank you so much for being here, sir. Is it Jazeel? Thank you so much for being here. Adwan. Queen of Vibes, what's going on? Kennard the DJ, Kevin from Brooklyn, UFO Kamikaze 1, Ryan Wetlow, Alex in the building, Chris T, Third Ward 504. How you doing? Shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Preston Gore. Thank you so much for being here. Lorenzo Redman, what's going on? Eric Stiegel. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. So y'all see the title, Woman Refuses to Date Ugly Men, child. This has been a topic that I've discussed several times on this channel. Women who say they refuse to date ugly men. And, I just think that's just a bit harsh to blatantly come out and just say, you don't want to date ugly men. And to me, cute and ugly is subjective, and it depends on the person who's picking. So leave that to the person who's going to, who chooses to pick you, because you could, as women, we could look at a dude and we could be like, oh, he ugly or he cute, or it's different. Some, it's subjective. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But we hear some women who come out and just say, oh, I don't want to date an ugly man. And then, sometimes, when you do that, the mirror is then pointed at you. So if you're a woman who's calling somebody ugly, just blatantly saying you don't date ugly men, of course, the natural response would be to look at you and see, if you would be considered ugly or cute. That's just a natural response. You know what I mean? If you can blatantly say, oh, I don't want to date an ugly man, then people are going to look at you. That's just what it is, right? So I want to go ahead and play this clip, this video, y'all, because this was funny in a way to me, but definitely chime in. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this one. Kate says, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Facts. I mean, it's subjective. There are a lot of women out here who think they're everything in 10 bags of chips, and there are men who don't see them the same way. So it's subjective in my opinion. And I just think you got to be very, very cautious about who you're, oh, I don't date ugly men. Like, what if men said that same thing? They don't date ugly women, then women would be upset. Because, every woman is a 10. We're in 2024. Every woman is a 10. Every woman is beautiful, right? But there are ugly men. So ugly men, and there are ugly men, but then all the women are just beautiful. I mean, come on. What's on this side is on this side too. If there's ugly men, there's ugly women. I'm just saying. But men don't usually do that. They don't usually come out and just call you ugly like that straight up, because they don't do. Women are very bold in their choice of words and how they want to speak. They just speak it and they don't worry about the consequences. But men have to be guarded and can't really say how they really feel, which is crazy to me. Successful MD, shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. Says they date and marry super ugly athletes, though. Yeah, because see, the cuteness is not on their faces, in their coins. So the cuteness comes from their pockets. They don't care. They don't care about the looks when it comes to the money, child. The cuteness is in the money to a lot of these women. So yeah, so that's what it is. And some would argue that if a man is not, that handsome, but he has the money, they don't care. So it depends. So, it's just a hot mess. But anyway, thank you once again, Successful MD, for the super chat. Let's go ahead and pull this up, you guys. And definitely chime in the chat. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Here we go.
I guess so.
Your name is Kirby?
Yes. Kendra, I have been coming on here since May.
You been on my show how many times?
Never. I'm saying in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm going. I've
Oh.
been procrastinating coming to see you since May. And I'm like, nope, that's it. I'm not ready. I've been having my notes in my head and I am not ready. But here we are. So let's go.
Well, do you feel like you're ready tonight?
I'm going to be ready. Because today was my cutoff. I'm like, that's it. You are my friend in my head. And I said, I'm going to see my girl.
Now, she's the one who, if just listen, it's coming up. She's the one who's saying she don't want an ugly man, right? She's the one. Let's continue.
And I see you about to go on vacation to like Paris or something.
I'm going to Italy.
Italy. So I said, let me go before she go to Italy. That's it.
Okay, I like this. Okay, well, let's do it. Kirby, how old are you, love?
I am 40.
40, okay. What city or where are you calling us from? Where do you live?
I'm from New Jersey.
New Jersey. What do you do for a living?
I am an educator.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have 2 boys.
How old are your boys?
I have a 16 and 11-year-old.
Both by the same man?
Yes, an ex-husband.
Okay. Your ex-husband. When did you get divorced?
2015.
Okay. So we got.
I will give her, at least she was married and she had, she her kids by her ex-husband. We gotta give credit what credit, at least. I don't know why they divorced, but at least her kids are by, her ex-husband. So we'll give her that. Right? Let's continue.
Kirby, 40, New Jersey, educator, mom of 2 boys, was once married. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn. All right, let's do it. Kirby, 40, Capricorn, New Jersey, educator, mom of 2 boys, was once married. They're by her ex-husband. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I am. Yeah, that's exactly how I wanted you to say it to me too. Okay, sorry. I am looking for somebody who is kind and a genuine good person. Someone has a good personality, someone who is funny, someone who is masculine, and someone who knows how to treat a lady.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
A deal breaker.
And handsome.
Handsome. Yeah, I do like handsome men. So a deal breaker is someone who does not have a good relationship with their mom, because that's telling of a lot of other things. Someone who does not take care of their teeth, someone who is not healthy. Like if your eyes are like yellowy, some healthy is big for me. I'm working on getting myself together too, but you got to be into to living long, because I also sell life insurance on the side. So seeing all the outs with that, yeah. So someone healthy.
Someone healthy.
And someone nice. A nice, genuine, good person. Okay.
Should he look a certain way?
I want to say no, but Kendra, I have a type. It's the truth. I like a man with a beard. I like a man who is at least 5'9", 5'11" is like, chef kiss. Perfect height. Yeah. That's about it. Yeah, 5'11", beard. That's real specific too. But at least 5'9", good teeth.
Okay, at least 5'9".
If other women don't like you, I probably won't like you either.
So you want the man that all the women want?
Unfortunately, I do, but I want him to only want me.
Baby, Lord. Jesus, please take the wheel, Lord. Take the damn wheel. What? You know what? After a while, it's like that's what's going to happen. We're not going to be able to talk. We're going to be so speechless, and there's going to be nothing else left to say. It's just, I mean, and the questions I would ask, okay, has that preference worked for you? If it did, you should be married. See, that's the outcome. You should be married and got your bearded 5'9", whatever, 5'11" man and be living y'all lives. Why is it so hard for these women to get their preferences? Why is it so hard? And they still out here steadfast, stomping the streets, trying to get their preference, child. And it ain't working. working. It's becoming really, really comical. It really is, you know. And after you hear so much of this, it's like what there's nothing to fix. There's nothing we can do. We can talk till we, you know, till we can't talk no more. It's just gonna be what it is, you know. They gonna, you know, go, you know, they gonna look for that preference to the end. Jontel says she was doing good till that interception, child. Thank you for the super chat, Jontel, child. It's getting out of hand. And you know, and I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. Like seriously, I don't know what to say anymore. It's okay. All right, that's what you like, and you know, that's what you want. You're entitled to want what you want. But does what you want you, or who you want you? That's the real gag. That's really where we at. Like, you know, the person you want, do they want you? Because they have to want you. 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 If they don't want you, you can love a bearded 5'11" man all day. If he don't want you, you're gonna be without that bearded 5'9", 5'11" man. You're not gonna be able to get him. I wonder if that's sinking in. Like, are you what he wants? And usually they're not. I'm just saying. Hopefully she can find what she's looking for. And then on top of that, she was married before. What happened in that relationship? Was he the 5'9", 5'11" bearded man? And what happened in that relationship? See, I don't know. People just think relationships are just, I don't know. It's almost like they out here playing games, like it's a game. You know, they don't really take it seriously. And so this is what you're left with. Daniel Jackson reaction says, really, girl, bye. Thank you for the super chat, Daniel. I appreciate you. Successful MD said that's why they share neighborhood baby daddies. Right. Right. Child delusional. Thank y'all for the super chat. I appreciate you. It's a delusional world we live in. For real, for real. Divine Photo says the Kendra Make-A-Wish Foundation. Modern women thinking they can manifest to high value men when in reality, they never really get those types of men. That's facts. You know, but they're going to keep manifesting. They're not going to, you know, they're going to keep being delusional and focus on the things that really don't matter. You know, and that's why they single. I think they're trolling at this point. I think they're all just trolling. I think they're just on there just to be talking. And thank you once again for the super chat, Divine Photos. I think they're trolling. I really do. But let's continue, child.
I know.
Okay. So what are you gonna do to make sure he only wants you out of all the women else that
Good
want
question.
It's what I bring. You know, we'll get to that part. It's your last question.
No, let's get to there right now, because let's talk about this.
Right.
Let's do it.
I love that you were honest. You want the one man that every woman would want. But you only want him to want you, which I get. So what are you gonna do to maintain that he only wants you over all these other women?
It's what I bring to him. It's the joy. It's the peace. So it's the fruit that I bring. So
I could go to the damn amusement park to get joy.
Nothing like a good feminine woman that brings you peace. Everybody doesn't do that.
So you feel like all the other women that like him won't bring him peace?
No. So it's the fruit of the spirit that I bring. It's love, it's joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, trust.
Ma'am.
Winter is coming.
If you had all of that peace and joy and all of those things, why haven't a man seen that potential or seen that in you at this point? Usually, you know, she was married once, so I give her that. But you should have been able to you know, snatch up another man with the quickness. If you bring all of that and he really that, it wouldn't take long for him to snatch you up. I'm just saying, if you really all that and 10 bags of chips, he would have snatched you up. You know, it's given what it's given. Chris T, Third Ward, 504. What's going on? That's what happened with Kevin Samuels too. At some point, the women just went on there to troll and get exposure. Right. Exactly. I think that's what it is, Chris, at this point, because we see that these women are bitter and angry. They're not getting the men that they want. And if you tell them, the things that would possibly help them get what they want, they don't want to hear that because they have their own narrative in their own minds of what they think. Every woman thinks she got the best vagina. Every woman thinks that she's the best thing since sliced bread. Every woman thinks that she's this 10 and, I got the key. I got the answer. I got all that he needs, but somehow he don't want you. I don't, and it's not to be, I'm not trying to be funny or mean or nothing. Thank you once again for the super chat, Chris. I appreciate you. But every woman has the key and the tools to get these said men, but they can't get them. They still wondering where they at. Why they not approaching you? Why they ain't wifing you up? And they still want to believe in the delusional aspect of, I'm everything and I bring this and I bring that. But why they ain't picking you? John Taylor says, but can she bring a birth certificate? Can she bring a birth certificate dates 2004? Oh my God. Thank you for the super chat, Jantel. And once again, you can want what you want, but once again, they gotta want you. You can manifest, you can believe, feel, think all you want. The man gotta want you. So I really would love to see more women come on Kendra's show and anybody else's show and give their testimonies of the men who married them. Like, I want to see more of that. And then maybe we'll get somewhere. Maybe, see these testimonies of the women who got the men that they wanted and they're working it out and they're creating relationships and communities and families and things of that. I would love to see that. So, but, keep being delusional is not gonna, get you there, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. Let's continue.
Worthiness and self-control. It's all of those things. So that's what I live by. That's what I bring. That's what makes me different.
Okay. All right. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I'm not worried about the dollar amount as much as the mindset. So someone who is financially stable, someone who is established in their career or their business or whatever it is they want. Not so much the money, but the mindset. Someone who either knows their net worth or is working toward growing their net worth.
Okay. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, let's see. So I just came from my son's Sweet 16. And like I said, Kendra, this was it. Tonight was the night. So.
Okay. Oh, you was dressed up. Okay. Y'all be wanting to show me y'all booty, child.
Listen, Kendra, I know you want to see the booty, girl.
I be wanting to see the booty. Y'all can just stand up as long as we see y'all legs. But y'all be turning around, y'all be twerking, y'all be doing a lot of things.
I'm not doing that.
Kirby, you're 40. What's the age range you want to date?
The age range is between 38. I'm sorry for my dog. He's being annoying. Between 38 and 51.
51. All right. And when was your last? What happened, Kirby?
Sorry, I'm here. Just my dog wanted to get out the room. So.
When was your last relationship?
2022, I think it was.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been quite some time.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Procrastination. Like I said, I've been coming here since May. Procrastination is one. I like to be on time, but I'm late, which is a part of procrastination. And I feel like because I haven't been in a relationship so long, I'm kind of like settled in my singleness, even though I'm ready for a relationship. So that's something like I need a man who is willing to pursue me. And because I can be like, oh, well, I'm done. That's it. I can give up easily. So I need somebody who's not going to give up on me.
So the man that all the women want, you want him to work hard to get you.
Yeah.
Even though all these women are just throwing themselves at him.
That's it, Kendra. You get me.
Winter is coming.
Child. Kudos to her. Shout out to these people who come on these shows. They got to have the most courage in the world to get on there and, say what they want. It takes a lot to get out and expose yourself like that. Once again, the thing that gets me is the flaws question. They're never flaws. Every time Kendra asks, what's your 3 flaws? They're never flaws. It's mind boggling. It's never real flaws. It's always, something, I'm a procrastinator and, nothing in depth. They all have the same flaws. And that's the part that get me every time, child. Divine Photos, thank you for the super chat, says, I noticed from watching Kendra, it seems most of these women are in competition with Kendra to prove they are on her level when they're not. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, Divine Photos. Let's continue, y'all.
I feel like you get me.
Okay, Kirby. Okay.
Kendra.
Yes.
You were in your happily ever after.
I worked very hard for my happily ever after, though, too.
You did.
I think that people just see this. This is a lot of hard work that went into this.
And I think you should do a segment on that. You got to teach us how to get to happily ever after.
I can't teach y'all nothing because y'all don't want to hear nothing. Y'all
Kendra,
want to hear fantasy things and nursery rhymes and fairy tales that you guys tell yourself.
Nope.
And I sit here and whenever I try to give small pushback,
listen.
Y'all, Kendra doing this. So nope. I like peace of mind in my life. I'm not gonna stress myself out over arguing with women every single day. But I will say this: reality is always gonna be the teacher, right? So you don't need me. You don't need the comment section. Reality is going to tell you what you're doing right or what you're doing wrong. So I work very hard. So we'll leave it at that. But
if you feel like one day I'm asking, please give us your happily ever after what to do story.
Well, and I can attest to this. People don't really want to hear that, people don't really want to hear because it's going to require them to do some work. And if you really think that you're the bee's knees and you just everything and 10 bags of chips, you think the men are supposed to run behind you. A lot of these women don't want to compete. They really don't want to do what's necessary to get the man that they want, because the first order would be to lose some weight. And not that you're working on it, that you actually have done the work and we see the results. See, that would be the first thing. You would go to the gym or whatever, however you get on a diet plan and really get fit and trim, because that's one thing that men want. And also work on your attitude and your mentality, because men clearly say they want feminine women. They want cooperative women. Based on what you hear a lot of these women say, kind of helps you determine where their head is at and whether you should deal with them or not. Just listen to what they say. Listen how they talk. First, you see, there are a lot of red flags in what she's saying, in my opinion. First off, requiring a man with a beard and he got to be a certain feet tall. That's fine. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a preference, but that's going to be a turn off right there. Because if you're looking for she says she want a nice man, just a nice person. That a nice man that might be good for you. It may not be 5'9". He may not have a beard. Why is the deal breaker him having a beard? That's so superficial. That does not, you could meet a good guy who doesn't have that, and these women will walk away. It's like a childish mindset. So just listen to what women say, and look at what they do. Look at what they say, but also look at their actions. If you happen to be dating somebody, and this could go for women and men, like if you're dating somebody and you listen to how they talk, see what page they're on, see where they're coming from, it'll tell you everything you need to know. I mean, it really will. It'll tell you if this is somebody that you need to pursue or want to, or not. Just listen to what they say, and from the way she's talking, she could be a walking red flag for a lot of men, where men won't even go her way because she seems, a lot of them seem superficial in different ways. Some of them want the 6 figures or more, and it has to be that. Some just want a certain type, and they will not deviate from that. You gotta have that, and that because that's their preference. Even though they're single, they won't deviate from that. So if you meet a guy who has all of the other things, he's nice and caring, but he doesn't have a beard and he's not 5-6 feet tall or whatever, you don't want him. So it's just listen to what they say, how they act, how they move, and you will know if this is somebody you want to pursue or not. Because what they say a lot of times is not conducive to healthy, stable relationships. This is why a lot of them are single, and they're actually having a hard time finding what it is that they want. And so that's just what it is. So you just got to listen to what they say, what they do. If you're dating somebody, pay attention to because this is how you spot the chameleons. So if chameleon could say everything they think you want to hear, all the talking points that that they hear on social media, but are their actions showing what they're saying? So that's where you have to pay attention to what they do, how they move, how they talk, all of it. And trust me, you'll see if this is a person that you should be pursuing or not. Thank you for the super chat. Jeffrey Willen says, is the short yellow bus in order, child? Thank you for the super chat, Jeffrey. I appreciate you. It's just, pay attention. Don't get blinded by the looks or the booty or whatever. Pay attention to what they say. Pay attention to what they do, and you'll know. You'll know.
I say this a lot, but y'all push back on this. The first thing y'all got to do is start learning men. You got to start learning the person that you say you want. Like that part, y'all are negating. You literally just told me a man. You out your own mouth said you want a man that all the women want, but you want him to only want you. And that's why I asked you, well, what's going to separate you? Because also what we don't talk about, I know we talk a lot about men cheating. We don't talk enough about women being aggressive. There's women who are aggressive, who would try to pursue your man, that don't give a shit about you even existing. So let's just say you got this man that you said everybody wants, and let's say he can't control himself and not trying to pursue. Now, what does he do to knock off the women that are pursuing him? I just think that what I will try to do, and it might cost because they're gonna want to pay. I know a lot of men that could just sit up here and maybe just start giving y'all some insight. I think that's what's
that's good stuff.
Yeah, we'll see. But listen, Kirby, I like your personality. See, I'm a female. See, I'm not the person you here for. As a woman, I like you, right? I like you as a sister girl. You were pleasant, but I don't got penis, and I'm not trying to date you, right? So you got to learn these men. But we have some point. I think we have some comments. Do you want them?
Jesus. Come on, cousins. Please, cousins, remember, I am a cousin too. So please be kind. Let's go.
All right. Double I, we good. Double I said, Kendra just heard everything we heard, and I guarantee you she would not tell her the truth.
Ooh.
What truth do you want me to say?
I think they want to know too, Kendra. They want to know
what's the age range you want to date?
My age range is 38 to 51.
Okay, so you do want to date older. I would say focus older.
Okay.
Older than you. Maybe focus, you have 2 kids?
Yes.
Focus on a man that probably has kids already because they're not understand each other. You had the appearance requirement.
Yeah, like don't hate your mom. You gotta
not that. You said something, he has to look really good, right? You want the guy that looks really good?
Just handsome. Just don't be ugly.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. If don't nobody like you, you're probably ugly. Like I want you to.
Well, do people like you?
Just like calling the kettle black. Okay, and Kendra gonna ask her, I think. Let's see.
You, Kirby?
Yes.
But what's wrong with those options?
What's wrong with those options? Well, married men like me. I don't like that.
No. They don't know. No, they trying to sleep with you, honey. No, those particular married men, they're trying to get something on the side. You know, they'll take you as a side piece. They're not, they're not trying to leave their wives for you, which I don't condone any of that. But if you want to keep it real, no, they don't like you to be with you for real. They looking for some side nookie. That's it.
Ugly
men like me. I don't like that. Cheaters like me a lot.
Kirby, the word ugly is so harsh.
I know.
But let me ask this. How do you know?
And a lot of times, don't we say you attract what you are? I'm just saying. Don't we say that? Am I tripping? Don't we say you attract what you are? I ain't saying. I'm just saying you attract what you are, right?
Oh, that the man that you pretty much might like doesn't look at you as ugly.
Emotionally unavailable men like me, because I do get handsome men.
But
also.
hear me out, because you called a group of men ugly, and you say don't be ugly. So how do you know that the man that you want doesn't look at you and say she's ugly to me?
Then we're probably not compatible.
I just think ugly is a very harsh word, and I think we have to.
It is. I know, and that's why, Kendra. That's why I said, as long as other women like you, if you know that you get other women to like you, then you're probably a handsome man. Ugly is not a nice word.
You yet?
Say it again.
Has that man tried to pursue you?
Yes. But as far as handsome men, yes. As far as men that are my type, yes. But usually,
why are you here? Why are you not with that man?
Because they are emotionally unavailable. Because these unfortunately are the men who can get everybody. So they're dating.
That's what you want. See why I say women they contradict themselves. You want a man who other women are attracted to. Because if other women are attracted to him, by her words, he's not ugly. But then at the same time, that man is emotionally unavailable because he has options. So he has options, but you're not one of his options. If he wanted you, he would make that time for you. He would make himself available. So that means he don't want you. Like, come, like what I mean, you want a man that all the women want, but then he's not emotionally available for you. That's what comes with a man who probably has all these options and all these women that want him, and you're not the pick for him. He'll just keep you in rotation if you're willing to give up something, and that's it. That means he don't want. Like these 40-plus-year-old women. I told y'all they're educated. And a lot of them don't really know what they be talking about. They really don't know what they really act like something wrong with them, to be honest with you. Successful MD says, how can men be ugly and they prefer bears, child? Successful MD. What in the world? I mean, wow. Thank you for the super chat, Successful MD. Let's continue.
Everybody.
So maybe you need to focus on character instead of
yes, for sure. That's why I started. You asked the question of what do I want them to look like? That is, if I could, that's what I want them to look like. But first is character. Somebody who's kind, someone who knows how to treat a woman, someone who's funny, someone who has a good personality. Yes, those are number ones for sure. However, please have good teeth. Please have white eyes. Those are the things.
Okay. All right, Kirby. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Of course I am. Why do people I have a problem with this. Cousins, why are y'all calling Kendra knowing she got an app and you not?
They trolling. I think they trolling. I think they know the answers. They just want to get on Kendra's show to be seen and get some attention or whatever. But I think they know what's going on. I call cap on this whole idea. Oh yes, I meet these guys every day. I meet these high value men and these men who look a certain way, and I meet them all the time, and they have pursued me. They are pursuing me, but they're emotionally unavailable. What does that mean? What do you mean emotionally? You mean they don't have no time for you? You mean they're not trying to check for you? They really not trying to be with you? They only hitting you up here and there when they think, oh well, I got this, chick on over here who like me. Let me see if she's willing to give me what I want. And if they don't get that, you don't hear from them. Is that what you mean? They're not trying to spend no time with you for real, because that means they don't like you. That's what that means. Emotionally unavailable. That means they're not available, period. They're not trying to be available for you. Because of the woman that they are attracted to and the woman that they want, they're going to make time for her. You're going to make time for her. Divine Photos, thank you for the super chat, says, she didn't even notice Kendra low-key shaded her by saying she ugly. It's like the older these sisters get, the more delulu their standards are. Facts, Divine Photos. I appreciate the super chat. Jontel says she looks like she makes a man a mean bat. She looks like she makes a mean batch of crawfish. Oh, wow. Thank you for the super chat, Jontel. She do. Tone, the Virgo, says the lack of awareness and level of delusion is insane. It's some scary hours out here. It sure is. It sure is, Tone. It sure is. But tell them that they don't see it that way. They think, they're on point. Thank you once again for the super chat. I appreciate you. They think they're on point. They think they're, really cooking. They really think they know and got the answers and stuff, but somehow they can't get what it is that they want. And they have all of these options. What's the sense in having a whole bunch of options if none of them pan out? What's the point of being able to say, I have options and I have a whole bunch of men, trying to pursue me and you don't want them? That don't make any sense. If you're on a dating show to look for love or look for a man and you have options, why aren't you, exhausting those options? And at least there should be one of them in there that suffice. You meet these men that are tall, making the money, handsome and all of that, but why can't you snag one of them? That's if you got all these options, you should come out with one of them. I'm just saying. Especially if you're so different from the everyday woman, if you're so better and you really got all the keys to success and you know what you're doing and you know how to get a man, you should have one. Anytime you have women out here who have been married once, child, and for whatever reason that relationship broke up and they're able to get another husband, there's some people that have been married 3 and 4 times. How do they keep getting husbands? Even though they're not working out, how do they keep at least getting married? How is that when some of these majorities of our women will never get married? And it's like a dream to a lot of these women. It's just, the math ain't mathin'. The math ain't mathin'. It don't be, and that's why I think now it's at a place where it's just entertainment. It's just, women just on these things to get attention and entertainment. And then they get off and they go back to their single lives, still hoping and wishing and trying to manifest a man of their dreams. And because they know deep down that it's not really happening like that. And they don't have all these options. Because if they had the option of the man that they really wanted and he was trying to pursue them, they would jump on it. But the options aren't there. Successful MD says they're collecting bodies and bill money only. Baby, right. Building that body count and trying to get money to pay them bills out here as these independent, strong Black women, right? It's crazy. Successful MD, thank you once again for the super chat. I appreciate you. Dating has become a real life game show for these clowns. It's really a mess. It really is. And, and like even Kendra was like, well, y'all don't listen. Y'all don't want to listen to what's real and what will really help you benefit. And then the thing about it too, time is running out. This is another thing that I think a lot of women don't understand, that you don't have all the time in the world to do this or to get this right. Some people are just going to not have that experience. Some women are just never going to get married, never going to have a successful, real, meaningful relationship. It's not going to be for everybody. Just like I think every man is not going to get married either. Every man is not going to be able to get the type of woman that he's looking for because they're just not out there. And a lot of these women, like I said, are getting older. They're becoming more delusional, more unrealistic, more independent. Even though a lot of them are struggling, they still stuck in that. That's how they were raised to be. And anytime you're raised to be a certain way, in my opinion, that's going to be hard for you to change that mentality. It's going to be hard, to change what was ingrained in you, what was, put in you since a little child. So they're stuck in that. And the older you get with that, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to break out of that pattern of thinking. So a lot of these women are just stuck, and they're going to be stuck in their ways and stuck by themselves. And unfortunately, for a lot of them, if they really wanted companionship or man or whatever, it's going to be very difficult for them to get one and keep one, because the longer you sit in your singleness, the more unrealistic you become, the more stubborn you become, the more self-absorbed you become, the more set in your ways you become. And we all know as you get older, you get more set in your ways, and you get used to the way you get used to your lifestyle. You get used to the way you run stuff, the way you do stuff, the way you run your household. And so it's going to be difficult to have a man come in and lead that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think a lot of women are struggling with. This is why they leave relationships, because they aren't used to that. You know, they have been the leaders their whole lives, and a lot of them have only been in like situationships, so they don't really know how to work, you know, with a man for real. They really don't. And they're used, they want one. But when he's there, it's like, oh no, they, you know, if things, you know, things change out of the way that they was from the way they're used to it being, oh, it's a problem. It's a problem. They don't, you know, they don't really understand the dynamics of being with a secure, strong leader. Even though you hear women say, I want a man to lead. No, you don't. No, you don't. I want an emotionally intelligent man. No, you don't. You're not prepared for that. You're not prepared. You know, you're only used to Pookies and Ray Rays, where you could tell them what to do, and they halfway in, halfway out. But you know, he looked good. He has the physical attributes that you want, but other than that, he's not really worth much. He doesn't bring much to the table. He don't really care. But you give your all to him, hoping he'll change. And when he doesn't, now you're distraught, and all men ain't shit, you know, child. So and so you know how to deal with that type, but you don't know how to deal with the man who's just not going to let you do anything to him or speak to him any kind of way, or you know, he has standards. These women don't know how to deal with men who have standards. That's why they call him sassy. He's not going to let you walk all over him, you know. So as much as women say they want these things, they don't really understand what that looks like, and if they do come across it, they run for the hills back to their single life, because that's what they don't like it, but they're most comfortable there, you know. Successful MD says women are so childish, they see androids as red flags. Baby, thank you for the super chat. Successful MD. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said before, up is down, down is up, you know. Everything is backwards. It's not what it should be. It's out of order. It's out of whack. You know, the expectations that women have is out of whack, unrealistic. There are a lot of women who push that because, yeah, of course you would want a man who's gonna, you know, not care if you got children, you know, you got several baby daddies. Of course you want men to accept that. Of course you want men to take you as you are. And, oh, if you can't accept me in my downness or whatever, you can't accept me at my best. No, you don't have to accept you 400 pounds, because that's who said that. A 400-pound woman is saying, if you can't accept me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. No, he don't deserve you at your worst. He don't have to accept you at your worst. He could find somebody who's already at their best. Just like women don't want to meet men. You don't want a man, you don't want to build a boo. You want a man at the finish line who has everything that you want, even though you don't qualify. Nor are you trying to qualify. You don't want to do anything that will get him and keep him and work with him. You want him to just cater to you and no matter what, no matter how ratchet you are, no matter, you know, just accept me as I am. But he has to have everything. He has to change your life. Why would a man who can change your life not expect anything from you? Let's be realistic. And, you know, we hear a lot of people talking about, oh, well, men who have money don't care about men who have money don't care about that. You know, it's only if you don't have the money, they're saying, the men who care about it. I mean, I don't agree with that, but I want to play this. I want to play this next clip or audio for you guys. I'm gonna do the audio. And I want to get y'all thoughts on this one because I don't agree with a lot of the stuff people say. Now, if it makes sense, it makes sense. I'll give it to you. But a lot of this stuff just don't make any sense. And when you're talking to people who have never really been in relationships, it's kind of difficult to listen to what they have to say. And a lot of these women, you have more women out here who are speaking on relationships and what men should be doing and what women should or shouldn't be doing. And half of them have never really been in serious relationships. They only been in situation hookups. So how could you take advice from somebody who's only been in a hookup? You've never put the work in. You've never put time into a relationship to understand any of it. You're just going off of what the sisterhood say and what society is telling you. And you're so lost. They don't even, you can't even measure up. You can't even take the time to be in a relationship with a person to know what that entails. So if you just only been in hookups and one night stands or just screw buddies, you can't tell nobody about what a relationship should be based off of that. Half these women, you ask them, have they ever been in a serious committed relationship? The answer is no. So how are you out here giving people advice on relationships when you haven't had one? You have no idea what it takes to work with somebody and go through the ups and downs and really put your all into a relationship. No, you just been delusional, giving your body to a man, thinking that this is going to make the man change and want you. When these men never wanted you. They never wanted you. They only wanted you for sex because you were willing to give it. And they played you like a fiddle. And all these educated women who walking around talking about what men should do and men are this and men are that. No, a lot of them, they giving their bodies to Pookies and Ray Rays and hoping that Pookie take them seriously. And when it don't happen, now they distraught, child. That's your fault. So, it's just a hot stinking pile of doo-doo. That's what it is. And you can't really, tell them anything other than that because they're stuck in the way they think. And that's just how they see it. And that's just what they want to believe, even though they're not getting the outcomes. I want to play this audio of this clip. I'm going to share my screen with you guys because I thought this was interesting to share. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Please hit the like button. Let's see. So I'm just sharing my screen with y'all to pull this up. And I'm going to go ahead and play the audio of this. I want y'all to hear this.
Like I'm broke, you know what I'm saying? Because when I had to think about it, like when I was up for real, I wasn't really tripping off.
I'm glad somebody came out and said the truth because I've been talking this truth for a very long time.
Now, there was a guy talking in the beginning, because I'm just playing the audio, where he was saying when he was up for real, he really wasn't caring about the money. But when he didn't have it like that, it was an issue. So this was her opportunity to talk, to expound on that, basically talking about men taking women on dates and not want to pay. And it's only a problem basically with this. She's trying to say for men who don't have the money. But I don't think that that's always the case. But let's hear what she has to say. Here we go.
And I'm always getting, oh, you're negative. Oh, you hate men. No. Why the fuck is a man pursuing any woman if he knows he don't have the funds to do it? P costs money. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. You want to be a player. Most of you men, y'all court multiple women at once.
Now, let me just stop right there. She said, why are you pursuing women if you can't pay for them? And then she says, P costs money. So this is a transactional situationship. So P costs money. So you already out here with the mentality that you're going to sell your body. So if a man is going to take you out, you're expecting him. This is why they're expecting them to pay so much on these dates, because they're going to give you some P, at the end of the date. So you get you the most. So this is why they want the most expensive meal, because now he's going to get your body afterwards. And that's it. And this is why when they go out with these guys who so-called have the money, and you talking about, oh, well, you're pursuing women when you got the money. No, because the men who have the money based on their claims, still just take you out, get the pee, and leave you and ghost you. They still don't want you. So what's like? What are you really gaining? Let's continue. Just listen.
It's not like you with one woman and seeing what she's about. That is not going to be expensive at all if you just did that. But when y'all out here knowing that you ain't got no money, knowing that you broke, you be talking to 20 women. What you think 20 women is going to expect? They're going to expect something from you. You're getting to know them. They're going to expect you to take them out. They're going to expect you to spend some kind of your money, especially if you asking a woman out. But then y'all turn around and gaslight us and make somebody feel like they asking for too much. No, boo, I ain't asking for too much at all. And I'm gonna let you know about yourself right then and there. I'm never asking for too much. A date is never too much. And if you don't have the funds for a date, sweetheart, you need to stay your ass in the house. Y'all always get mad and they got money. Like you said yourself, when you had it, when you was up, you wasn't worried about shit like that. But when you was down, you worried about telling her that she can't order a $5 drink. That's not even something that should be happening in the first place. If you know that you're down at the time, then you should be down at the time.
Well, and let me address that too. Listen, if you ask a woman out on a date, you determine where you're going to take her. You take her where you want to take her. Take her to the place you want to take her to, and it shouldn't be a problem. But the problem is these women have unrealistic expectations. You want to pick where he should take you, how much it should cost, and all that. If you're doing that, I don't think you should be doing that. If the man want to take you somewhere, let him take you where he want to take you and be okay with it. Because after all, I mean, if you starving, just say that. I mean, it shouldn't be all about the food anyway. It should be about you trying to get to know the person. You know, you shouldn't be expecting everything from a person up front. This is a dating process. This is the process to get to know the person. A man shouldn't be going broke on a date. You know, he shouldn't be trying to feed you and your kids and everybody else, because there's that too. He shouldn't have to be spending an arm and a leg just to take you somewhere. And why do you always have to go eating? And a lot of times it always be these big girls who always want to eat. All y'all want to do is eat. There's other activities you could do too. Why is it always dinner? Why y'all can't go walking? Walking is helpful. It might help you slim down. Maybe he's trying to let you know, hey, maybe you nice, but let's go walk. This will help. This is what we're going to be doing if we get together. Anyway, walking. I mean, why you don't want to go walk or do some activities? Why is always food involved? Everybody's excuse my language, so hungry, and you got to eat all this food. You want them to spend all this money on. Why? Can y'all tell me that? Why is everything about food and dinner dates and lunch? Y'all don't eat at home? You don't have no food in your refrigerator. You want these men so desperately to take you to eat and get your meals in? Like, come on. It got to be other stuff that you can do besides eating. Lord have mercy. I would love to see people go on some, go on a safari or go do some hike, go on a hike. Go on something that will get you some activity in. Why is it? And that don't cost nothing. Y'all could hike and talk, and y'all could do stuff that cause you to exercise and sweat. Why does it always got to go eating? Eating. And a lot of these people could miss a few meals. Like some of these people don't really need a meal. Like you could miss 3 days of eating, honestly. Like some of these people could miss some of these meals. They would be very helpful, I'm just saying, and drink water. You don't need no food. All you need is water and some walking. Child, all this food is the problem now. Everybody is overeating. All you want to do is eat. Do something else. It wouldn't cost much to do other stuff, but they don't want to do that. You don't want to go for nothing, small because you're hungry. We watch these videos of these women tearing that seafood up, like eating like they ain't ate in months, child. Just slurping it up, eating like you starving. Eating the man food, eating your food too. Like y'all can't wait to go on these dates. Lord. Like, goddamn. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. If I was out on the scene, I wouldn't want to go nowhere near no goddamn restaurant. Take me, let's do something fun. All y'all want to do is sit back and eat. Like, that's the only thing that matters. But anyway, yeah, I do think, like, if a man offers you out, I could see him paying for the date. There's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't have to be nothing expensive, It don't have to be expensive and stuff. But yeah, let's continue.
You shouldn't even be out on a fuck date. I had went on 2 dates. This was back to back. And this dude, he was talking like he was a baller. You know how dudes talk, acting like they got so much money. Like, nobody gives a fuck. I am not the woman that you can talk about money to and it's going to excite me and my pennies is going to get wet. especially if you ain't spending that money on me. What the fuck do I care about it for? But he was talking just like that, like a big baller. Like he was acting like he was just this big baller when we were talking on the phone. So he's like, okay, I want to take you on a date. Cool. He said, meet him at the place. The location is Applebee's. I ain't even tripping. At the end of the day, I'm going to eat anywhere. We get into Applebee's and he orders for us the 2 for $20. Again, still not tripping because eat regardless. Happy hour. So I proceed to order me a $5 drink. Got out of his whole body. This man was like, why are you ordering a drink? I brought you here for food. I didn't bring you here. Like, this man was really sitting up there. Like, there were people next to us. Sweetheart, I am not your bitch. We are not together. You are not about to sit here and talk to me crazy. I don't need it. Especially about $5. I said, you can't afford $5. Yeah, I said it loud, just like that. So you can afford a $5 drink?
Well, I mean, if the man ordered for you, leave it at that. You know, if you wanted anything extra outside of that, why don't you buy it? I mean, he thought you was hungry. He didn't know you was thirsty. Shit, you couldn't get water. And it's another thing. A lot of people don't drink water. Like, you getting this food, the 2 for $20, whatever that is, you eat. You hungry? Get some water. You need water. Water helps to push all of that stuff down. You don't need a drink. That's adding on top of the fat. Like, drink some water. Like, you need water. Now, I don't understand why you would get out of character. If clearly, if the man ordered for you, I mean, maybe that's not what you like or whatever, or maybe you didn't like him ordering for you. Okay, that's no need to get crazy. Okay, he ordered for me. You in your mind, if you're not feeling that, well, you're not feeling it. But just be cordial and just keep it moving. It don't have to be nothing crazy because really, at the end of the day, guess what? He ain't got to do none of it. You could just order whatever you want and all the drinks you want and you pay for it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think it's not that people have a preference. It's the way you go about it. You look, if he ordered the food and you like in my mind, I'm like, oh, why he ordering for me? If you don't like that, I'm just saying, well, you could have let me order, but he ordered, maybe he is on a budget, whatever. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that, whatever. And just accept that because remember, y'all just dating. He don't owe you nothing. But let's get to the conversation. Let's see what he's about. Let's see, what's going on here, whatever, especially in this dating climate. Y'all say there's pee and poop in the water. So men are moving cautiously. So you got to keep that in mind. So maybe he's just, he don't want to spend a whole lot of money. He don't want to leave it up to you to order because a lot of these women order all kind of food, all kind of drinks, and then they want you to pay. He got to pay for it after all. At least you could have said, I'm ordering a drink, but I got the drinks, okay, you got the food, I got the drinks. That would have solved that. I just think the way they go about it is not right. I'm just saying. Jontel, thank you for the super chat. Says, and when we stay at home, they flood the net with videos asking, where are all the men at? And the men with the most money get all the goods for free. Boom. Thank you for the super chat, Jontel. Facts. Successful MB says they want to put it on social media. Brokety broke. Everything they want to put on social media, Thank you for the super chat once again, Successful MD. It's just too much. It's like, I think it's the way you go about it. Honestly, I do think if you take somebody out, you take them, you just, there's a way to do it. It don't have to be crazy. And I think if a person is paying for the meal, they have a right to say, hold up, we ain't doing that. Let's just, this is it or whatever. And then, the first thing they want to say is call them broke. Well, if you got money, you wouldn't have a problem paying for your extra drinks. So we're like, oh, okay, well, I want to order a drink, but I'll pay for my drinks and you got the food. Okay, cool. That's the first step in learning how to work with somebody. If you're looking for a relationship, you got to understand that's how it goes. It's not always the man paying for everything. Y'all work together, but this how this goes. But anyway, let's continue. Let's listen.
It's not that it's just, I didn't expect you to order. Okay, well, I don't know why you on a date. If you didn't expect me to do things that people do on dates, then we shouldn't even be here, sweetheart.
Well, yeah, he didn't expect you to go overboard. He ain't going to sit there and let you just order. Because if you order one drink, you going to order another one. These big girls could drink a lot. So it's like you going to drink, you order one, you're going to be like, oh, that's good. I want another. And I want another. And you want him to pay for it all. So no, he needs to monitor that. monitor to that. But that's why a lot of men don't want to take these big broads out on dates, because they know they're gonna eat them out of house and the home. They don't, you know, he probably was skeptical in the first place, but tried it out. And then the minute he saw you was going for the drink, he's like, oh no, because I don't want this bill to be $1,000. Y'all could eat and drink, like, you know, and you could eat for me and you. So no, that's gonna be too much, and he stopped it. I'm just saying, let's continue.
About himself, and I'm like, you know what? Let me make this easy for us. Go ahead, waiter, split this and pay my shit, and so I can get the fuck up out of here and never see this broke ass nigga again. Went on the date with another, right? And he took me to a fancy ass restaurant. I've never been to this fancy of a restaurant before. I mean, I was scared to even order, because when the waiter brought the menu, I mean, the drinks was $30 minimum. So I ordered one drink, and I wasn't about to. I was pretending like I was full, had ate at home. I'm like, damn, $30 for a drink? And I'm looking at the menu for the food. I mean, as far as salad, it was like $60 for salad. So the entrees, baby, they were upwards like two something. So I'm like, oh no, I am not gonna do that to him. And I remember he peeped that, and he was like, I don't know what type of niggas you've been going on dates with. I don't know what type of niggas you talk to. But he was like, if I'm asking you out on a date, get what you want. He was like, if I'm inviting you to a fancy ass restaurant like this, I damn sure ain't expecting you to pay these prices. So he was like, go ahead and drink up, eat up. Like, he was like, order what you want, drink what you want. And we had a good ass time. He didn't try to follow me home after. He didn't try to do nothing sexual after. He went home and I went home, and that was that. We had a beautiful date.
So, okay, so that was a beautiful date because he was able to take you to a fancy restaurant that you had never been to, and he paid for it all. That's fine. He's probably used to going there. That's probably his spot, and he can afford, that's where he frequents, and he took you to a place where he's familiar with, and it happens to be that place. So, okay, y'all dated. The date was good. He didn't follow you home. I guess he didn't ask for, for no, for no nookie afterwards. I'm assuming based off what she's saying. Okay, and what happened to him? Did y'all go out on another date? Did he pursue you any further? Or what happened? See, this is the thing. These are, no matter if you go on a date with a guy who is more frugal or a date on a guy who's less frugal, what is the outcome of these dates, child? What's the outcome of the dates? Because we never hear the outcome. Oh, y'all went on a date, parted ways, and did you never seen him again? Like what? Why aren't these men continuously pursuing you? Did y'all go on another date? Did you go on several dates at these places? Did he try to pursue you further? Probably not, because he saw what was happening. Yes, that's a place that he goes to, and that's in his budget. He took you somewhere he frequent. Y'all had conversation, or what? Or did you just eat? Like, what did y'all talk about? Relationship? What did y'all talk about? Because clearly he realized, oh, nah, this ain't something I really want, so I'm gonna keep it moving. But she had a good meal. What's the difference? Somebody taking you somewhere expensive or less expensive, it's still the same outcome. Y'all not bagging these dudes. These dudes are still not looking at you for something serious. So does it matter where they go to take you? Because clearly it doesn't. Because you're still not getting them pursuing you for marriage or real stable relationships. So you still keep going on dates with no avail, nothing that comes out of the dates. So what is going on? Does it really matter? My point is, does it really matter where they take you? If they take you high end, low end, they still don't really want you. And why is that? So it doesn't matter where they take you. It's not the dates, it's you. They're not pursuing you past these dates. Successful MD says, prosty mindsets wanting wife treatment. Exactly. I mean, that's just what it is. Thank you for the super chat, Successful MD, once again. Let's continue, child.
But that just tells you that there are two different type of men out here. And that's why y'all be getting so mad at men with money. A man with money will never, ever discuss money with you because he got it. What is he getting mad at you about? What is he getting mad at you for?
Like, I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? Because,
well, I don't think the men get mad. They're just setting their standards and setting, look, hey, I'm not going to let you just spend. Some men, aren't going to let you just spend all you want and they got to pay for it. Maybe they have a budget. Maybe they realize, nah, I don't know you. This is just a date. I'm not going to let you just spend whatever you want. I don't care what budget it is. But bottom line, just, forget the idea of who spends more or who spends less is still not yielding these women. They're not catching these guys. You're not getting the guy with the money, and you're not getting the guy with who you claim don't have the money. So where does that leave you? I mean, and I thought the purpose of dating is to date to find a suitable candidate that you can actually have a relationship with, right? So I mean, if you date men, rich men or men with money and don't care about spending it on you on a meal, okay, where is he? Has he called you back? Has he taken you on more of those expensive dates? Is he pursuing you to have a relationship with? Is he taking you? Because it just seems like endless dates that don't lead nowhere. So I don't understand the point. I thought the point was to date, to get to know a person a lot better, to see if for them to pursue you as a serious candidate for a relationship. Isaiah Jr. says she needs to sit down somewhere. She's pooping in the pool and complaining. She the problem she is complaining about. Child, they looking for a sugar daddy and not love. Probably so. Dating is for married couples, Isaiah Jr. says. Child, it's just a mess. It really is. So, my thing is this. We got to do better, especially in our society with our women, because they're not getting the outcomes they're looking for, and it shows. And a lot of, and once again, a lot of women want to downplay marriage because they don't think it's something that they'll ever get. Knowing deep inside, you would love for somebody to commit to you and give you his last name and you could be, Mrs. Taylor or Mrs. whoever. You love that feeling because now you go from you're not just somebody out here looking for a man. A man actually picked you, and so it feels good to be picked and to want, to know that somebody really wants you. Because this idea of dating out here, just random dating different dudes and not really getting somebody who really is into you, that's gotta run out at some point. You can't really feel good about that you're just somebody's, you're just being passed around for different men just to have a good time with you. Even if they spending a little money on you, if they got money, that ain't nothing to them. But a lot of these men aren't taking you seriously, and they're looking for something in return. And that's just it. And when they get it, that's it. They ghost you, and now you still out here looking for a man, not realizing that you're not the pick of the litter for these men. These men are just playing y'all, and it don't matter where they take you to eat. It doesn't matter if he's not really looking at you as something to take seriously, And so, how do you feel about that? I mean, once again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with taking somebody on if you drink coffee or lunch, or taking somebody on, for, just on something different. It doesn't have to. It's not about the amount of money it costs. It's about them wanting to get to know you. That's what dating or courting is all about. Getting to know one another, spending some time with each other to get to know if you are compatible, if y'all guys, if you like each other, if you have the same goals in mind in life, if you are on the same page when it comes to what y'all want in a relationship. That's what that time is spent for, not to just feed somebody because they're hungry. And they looking to go to restaurants just to, record it for the gram. Like, that's ridiculous. Or and lie about them, that they out to eat and all this kind of, bullshit. Really, it's a bunch of bullshit that's going on in 2024, child. It's a bunch of BS. It doesn't make any sense. And, for us old school women who been married a long time, we look at this, it's like, child, there is pee and poop out here on the dating scene and in the dating pool, because this looks like a travesty. This looks like a hot mess. It really does. It looks like, who did it and why? Like, how did we get to this place? Why is dating so hard? Why are women so unrealistic? Why is it this way? And how did it get here? Because it used to be much more simpler to meet a person, and y'all go out, go to the movies. When did this, I don't do chain restaurants come into play? Next thing I'm like, I don't go to movies anymore. When did this happen? What happened? What caused this major shift to where people are above the movies, above just going somewhere to get a bite to eat, above just, basic things? When did this change? Because now it's on a whole nother level, and it's really scary. And you know, people like to tell me often, which is fine. Oh, you've been off the scene. Child, I have sons. I have grown sons and grown daughters who are out here dating. So, you know, I gotta be in tune somewhat because I need to, you know, I gotta see my sons want to be married, my daughters want to be married. So I gotta pay attention, and they're out here seeing what's out here as well. And they think these women are delusional. And my sons think, you know, these modern day, these women are delusional as well. You know, so they're seeing it and they're reporting it to us. So we know, and you know, listen, look, I don't have to be out there to know what's happening. I see other people in my circle going through it. So it's like, come on now. We see it in real time also. I don't have to be out there to see that it's happening. So, you know, hell, my son even said a woman who had 2 kids tried to come at him. And he was like, oh, no. It's funny because we see it in real life. I don't have to be the one experiencing it, but they are. He was like, oh, nah, you know, we cool. We could talk, but she got 2 kids. And I'm like, he's like, no. He's like, no. Now, this is my son. So it's the same reaction that we see here on social media with a lot of men who don't want single mothers. He doesn't have kids. He's not ready for kids. So how is he going to take on a woman who got 2? He don't want that. And we ain't got to tell him he already does not want it. And he's like, ain't nothing wrong with her. She cool, but 2 kids? I'm trying to get myself together. Like, this is the young. They're young, but they old enough to know they don't want that. They understand what it costs, what children cost, how much it takes. We have a big family. They're a part of it. So they like, no, I don't know. They're just like, no. So they even realize it. So it's you know, it's look, we see it. So child, Chantel says, once a sugar daddy needs a sugar-free Pepsi, child, they need water, child. You need to drink some water. You don't need no Pepsi, sugar-free, Diet Coke, none of that. You need to drink a gallon of water to try to push that fat down or something. No soda at all. Drink water, H2O, lots of it, and move away from the table. Go on a hike. Stop trying to take these men, eat all this $1,000 worth of food. You don't need it. That equals high cholesterol. You don't need it, baby. You could hear the clock orders when they're talking. Stop. You need water and go on a goddamn walk or run. A walk and a talk will do you just fine. That's what y'all should be telling me. Y'all should be going on these walking tours with these women to get them used to, you know, sweating. And bring a gallon of water for the ass. That's what you need. That's what you need. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All y'all gotta do is walk and talk. That's how you get to know them. They don't gotta spend no money on you, child. You get at least a dollar. A gallon of water costs $1, right? You get one, you give her one, and they can hold it too, because it got a little weight to it. While y'all walk and talk and you drink, and y'all walk enough till the gallon is gone. And then she gotta go pee. You know, don't the fats come out through your urine? Go pee it out, and you're gonna feel better. You don't need no food. That water gonna fill you up. Hell. If you want too much, all y'all want is food. Food. And if you don't have no food, oh, this was a shit ass date. Like this date wasn't, you broke. No. You should be happy taking you on a date that will require you to drink water and walk, because that shows he might care. He might see something in you. He might see potential. But if you just drink that water and lose a few pounds, you might be right where he needs you to be, you know? And then eventually, once you got down a little bit, y'all could go eat. But until then, you don't need no food. Yeah, just saying. Why? You don't need food. Food. Lord. We need food to survive, but you know, like Dr. Now from 600 Pound Life said, you've eaten enough food for months. You don't really need to eat nothing. Like, just drink some water. You'll be fine. The water gonna fill you up, and you know, start there. Hell, Let's see here. I got another clip I want to share with y'all. Real quick. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Hit the like button. Y'all, we got 182 watching, 138 likes. Now, y'all wrong for that. Go ahead and hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button for your girl. It is free to hit the like button, right? Go ahead, hit the like button. Help a sister out. Let me pull up this. Let me share my screen for you guys. I want to get y'all thoughts on this. Let's see. Hit the like button, y'all. Now the caption says, if you can't take care of the for the kid, give them to the other parent. So I want to get y'all thoughts on this one, because a lot of this child support stuff will go out the window if this happened. Let's see. If a lot of these women who claim that they don't make enough money, and the fathers need to pay child support and take care of the kids, if you just gave the child to the father, then that wouldn't be an issue. Where is the video? Hold on.
If I had a child and I can't take,
Hold on. Let me bring it back. Here we go.
If I had a child and I can't take care of the baby, why should I be able to put the dad that's financially stable on child support? That's I don't feel as if that's fair.
In a sense where the dad is mentally prepared, financially stable, and willing and able to take on those children.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the mom should, if she doesn't do it on her own, which they won't, but if she doesn't do it on her own, I feel like the courts should award that father custody, or at least temporary custody of the kid until the mom is able to get financially stable, instead of awarding her child support so she could take care of the child with his money.
Okay, boom. Y'all heard that. So basically she's saying, listen, if the mother is unstable and she can't financially take care of the child, she said, temporarily give the child to the father who is financially stable, so that he can take care of the child until the mother can get herself together. What's y'all thoughts on that? And she's saying, and he shouldn't be, made to pay child support. Because a lot of times the women are mentally unstable, financially unstable, all of the above. But because she doesn't work and she can't take care of the child, and he can, then she is awarded child support to take care of the child because she can't. And in my opinion, I think both parents need to be financially stable enough to take care of the child, because the full responsibility of taking care of the child shouldn't be all on the man, because it's two parents. So if you got a mother and you got a father, she should be liable and responsible for making a certain amount of money to take care of her child as well. Why is it that the brunt of the responsibility goes on the man, when we know when it comes to unaliving these children, it's a woman's choice, her body, her choice to choose if she wants to keep the baby or get rid of it. But there's no choice for the man. And this brings me to this question. If a woman, it's her body, her choice, and she has the choice to say, I want this baby or I don't, why is it that the men don't have the choice to say, listen, if I don't want the baby, then I shouldn't have to pay child support? There should be something in writing that when he says, listen, I didn't want this child and she chose to have it, but I made it clear I didn't want the child. So why should you still be liable for child support when she can make the decision to keep it or not keep it? Why is that a fair deal? And I saw this conversation happen on No Fugazi podcast where he asked that question too, and these women were like shocked. They didn't know what to say. You see, because it's a woman's, her body, her choice. So she can do whatever it is she want with regards to that child. But a man, he doesn't have no say in it all. He just if she just choose to have it, if he wanted the baby and she gets rid of it, he just got to deal with that. He has no choice when it comes to his child. But the only time he's basically penalized and made responsible for his child when it comes to child support. That's crazy to me, and a lot of people don't want to. A lot of women don't want to talk about that because they want to benefit. You want the benefit. You want the child support. You want the money. So you don't care. But if you don't want the child, even there's cases where men wanted their child, and these women made the choice by themselves because it's her body, her choice. But it's still his child, and it's only recognized when it's time to pay child support. That's crazy as hell to me. Irvin Hunt, thank you for the super chat. Says D said you don't need no food. LOL. No, some of these people don't, child. You don't even eat. Go home and eat something. Eat a salad. You don't need no. It's true. Thank you for the super chat, Irvin. Successful MD says I'll buy a gallon of lemonade from Chick-fil-A. Thank you for the super chat, Successful MD. Hell. Don't be needing no food. Everything is food. I like food, but God, that's not the only, drink some water. I like food too, but it's not detrimental. It's not like, we have food, but like you don't have to overdo it. Look, but yeah, so Isaiah says it's a rigged system. It is. Not many women will give up their rights to the father, even though child support is for the child, not for the mother. I know that from experience. Exactly, Richard. That's a fact. So a lot of these women are, using the system to take care of their bills and take care of themselves when it's supposed to be for the child. Not and honestly, I think if women get child support from the father, I think that money should not be spent. I don't think the mother should be at liberty to just spend that money on whatever she wants. I think it should be allocated a certain way that benefits the child, because why is it that the child support money just can come in and completely take care of them? Even though she's not with the father, he has to still pay money in the name of child support to her, which a lot of these women are usually living off. This is why they want more and more and more. And knowing that that money is not completely going to the child, it's going to your expenses and anything else that you want to spend it on. So I think they need to do something differently with that system where the money is allocated to the child, whether it go into a savings account or some type of fund that helps the child, pays for college or the college fund or something that will benefit that child in the long run. It shouldn't go toward her bills because she shouldn't have to be off the hook with taking care of her child. She should have to go and work and pay her bills. He shouldn't be responsible for her bills and everything she got going on because he's not with her. The money is supposed to go solely to the child. And if it's not going to the child, then she needs to give that child to the father. That way he could be solely responsible for the child's well-being, and where the money is, where you don't have to pay money. He's literally paying for the child and taking care of the child and giving the child what the child needs. Because apparently these women can't take care of the children by themselves from what they're saying. It's contingent upon the man. And if he can't, if the child support stops, then the child is going to suffer. So why is that completely contingent upon him and she has no part in it? It's insane to me. Lee Turner, thank you for the super chat. Says, good afternoon, DeeDee. Men protect your seed. Thank you for the super chat, Lee. I appreciate you. Isaiah says France banned mandatory DNA testing because they struggle with cheating at a high rate. Almost half the children don't got the right father on the birth certificate. Damn. That's crazy. Fasting life matters. Jeffrey Willen says. Isaiah says it should be renamed spousal support, right? Because it ain't, a lot of it ain't going for the child. Vincent says, damn shame. The Odin disciple said, my own mother said that unless your girlfriend gives up the box, don't marry her unless her box makes your peen and sexual appetites happy first. Oh wow. Single mothers just want the money back. Simp support payments. Isaiah says, DeeDee, the court gets a cut, eliminate child support, the tax rate will rise. Isaiah says, it's a domino effect. Lee says, I wonder what the STD rate in France is. Baby, it's a lot going on. It really is, y'all. But it's you know, it's just unfortunate. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate y'all for hitting the like button. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's a lot going on. And you know, when it comes to the child support system, the dating world, all this stuff is just chaotic. From what I'm seeing, it's a bunch of chaos. It's a hot, stinking mess, and it doesn't seem to be getting better. Inflation is high. A whole lot is going on. We got this presidential election coming up, child. We got Trump. We got Kamala Harris. You know, Diddy's in jail and don't seem to be getting out on, you know, he's on watch. I'll say that. It's a lot going on. It's just like the issue's just hitting the fan, and, you know, people don't know what to do anymore. It's just a bunch of chaos and confusion. And like I say, right is wrong, wrong is right, up is down, down is up. It's just all a hot mess. It really is. Which makes me just want to stay inside and not even deal. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too much going on. It's too much going on. Successful MD says it should be designed like a trust or a EBT card. Right. So, and then it needs to be monitored. You're spending it. It should be for the child. It shouldn't be for your wigs. It shouldn't be for your makeup. It shouldn't be for your bags and shoes. It should just be for the child. Exactly. In France, they said, took my DNA test, what race that baby have. In France, infidelity is extremely high. STD rates probably through the roof. Oh my God. The laws should be changed. The only thing mothers are doing is sitting at home waiting on the check. What is the father getting? Let's see. Isaiah says, oh, DeeDee, who you voting for? I'm not going to disclose that. But if you look at some of my commentary, you will probably get the drift. Isaiah says, I'm curious, Kamala will increase your child support payments if she's elected. I'm voting for Trump bans this November. Cam going to really embolden these boss chicks. Maybe us men will really be second-class citizens. That's crazy, right? If there is no marriage, there should be no kids. That's what Daniel says. Child, this is just a hot mess, honey. And then, you know, Kamala Harris is a hot mess too. I'm just saying. You know, every time you see her out, you know, supposedly campaigning or doing whatever she's doing, you see this lady is lost in the damn sauce. I'm sorry. She's lost in the sauce. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's a lot going on that people aren't paying attention to. And it's just too much. It's too much. Right. Too much. All right, y'all. So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I think, yeah, that's all I got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I appreciate y'all for being here. Hopefully I'm back tomorrow, same time, 1:15 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you guys join me tomorrow. I got to get off of here today, y'all. But I definitely appreciate your support and you guys tuning in and supporting, chatting with me. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate everybody who gave a super chat or cash app, everybody who supports the channel. Make sure you guys like the stream on your way out. Also, make sure you are watching the videos that are posted on the channel. You guys share and like those as well. And hit that notification bell. Click all so that you'll get all of my content. That definitely helps your girl out. But yeah, I got to get out of here. I appreciate you guys once again. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Y'all take care. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Let's see. Also, go ahead and follow me on my second channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the second channel. The link is in the chat and it should be in the description box. Make sure you go over and subscribe to that channel. I'll be posting more content on there really, really soon, y'all. So thank y'all once again for being here. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody watching, everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, you guys be safe. Take care. I love you guys. Mwah. Stay tuned for more. I will be back 1:15 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully tomorrow, you guys. So make sure you are in the building. Thank y'all so much. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.